There is a powerful energy around you, something that the angels want you to know and deeply understand. The universe has touched the heart of a person, awakening thoughts and emotions that they themselves cannot explain. This spiritual awakening did not happen by chance. It was like a divine whisper that echoed in the silence, leading them to reflect on you and on the impact your presence brought into their life. Since the moment your paths crossed, there has been something greater at play, a force that transcends logic and the physical. This person was touched not only by what you represent, but by the essence that you carry. It is as if each of your gestures has left invisible but profound marks on their soul. Even when they try to divert their thoughts, the universe's energy pulls them back to you, like an irresistible magnet. The angels show that, despite everything, they hesitate to admit it even to themselves. There is something that prevents them from fully embracing what they feel, and this barrier is not you, but their own fears and doubts. This person is fighting an internal battle, struggling between what they feel and what they think they should feel. Deep down, they know that thinking of you is not an accident but part of a divine plan. Every time they remember you, they feel a mix of longing, curiosity, and hope. It is as if your image is etched in their thoughts, arising in the most unexpected moments. Perhaps they do not understand why this happens, but the angels show that you are an essential piece in their spiritual and emotional growth. You are the light that illuminates a path they are still learning to walk. There is a hidden truth within them, a truth they have not yet had the courage to face. The angels say that this truth is so powerful that it can change everything, for them and for you. But before that happens, they need to confront their own fears, their own ghosts. This process is not easy, but it is necessary for the connection between you to reach its highest potential. The angels ask you to have patience and keep your heart open. This person is being guided by higher forces towards a deep transformation. Despite the resistances, the love and affection they feel for you are real. You are a reflection of something they have been seeking for a long time, but perhaps did not know how to recognize. The signs are everywhere. Small gestures, unspoken words, and looks that carry silent messages are proof that the universe is at work. This person may seem distant or even confused, but inside, a whirlwind of emotions connects them to you in ways they cannot control. This is the power of the universe at work, shaping hearts for something greater. The angels show that, even without realizing it, you have been a source of healing for them. Your words, your energy, and your presence awaken in them a desire for change, to be better, to confront the shadows that have haunted them for so long. This connection is not a coincidence, but a reminder that the most important encounters are those that transform souls. The universe has chosen you to light their path, and this should not be ignored. Even though the journey is challenging, the angels assure that every moment is worth it. You are being prepared for something greater, and so is this person. There is a purpose hidden in the challenges you face, and it is closer to revealing itself than you imagine. At the same time, the angels ask you to take care of their heart. It is important to understand that their healing and transformation process does not depend solely on you, but on divine timing. Do not carry a burden that is not yours. Just keep being that light, that point of connection that allows love to flourish in a pure and true way. This person feels that there is something different about you, something they have never found in anyone else. You awaken in them a sense of belonging, peace, and enthusiasm that they cannot explain. This is the universe showing that you have something unique, something that goes beyond words or rational explanations. The angels know that you also have your doubts, your fears. But they ask you to trust the process, to trust the love that is being built. The universe does not make mistakes, and your intuition is right to believe that there is something special in this bond. You are not alone on this journey. The angels are by your side, guiding each step. If you notice subtle changes in their behavior, know that this is the result of this awakening. Perhaps they will start to get closer, show more interest, or even share thoughts that they used to keep to themselves. These are signs that the barriers are starting to crumble, and their heart is opening up. The angels ask you to continue to be patient, but firm. Show them that you are a safe haven, a space where they can be who they really are, without fear of judgment or rejection. As they feel more at ease, hidden truths will begin to emerge, bringing clarity and new possibilities for both of you. The universe is preparing the ground for something beautiful and powerful. This person, despite all the resistances, cannot deny the impact you have had on their life. It is only a matter of time before they fully recognize this and are ready to take the next step. Trust in the angels, trust in the universe, and above all, trust in love. They have the power to heal, transform, and unite in ways we may not always understand. This connection is special because it was drawn in the stars, destined to bring light and purpose to their lives. You are on the right path, and the angels are proud of how they have faced this journey. Keep being this enlightened soul, full of love and compassion. What is to come will be rewarding, and the challenges you have faced so far have not been in vain. Before closing this part, remember that the universe never works against you. Every step, every moment is aligned to bring the best to you. And they, despite all internal struggles, are being prepared to recognize the love that has always been in front of them. Finally, keep your heart open and keep believing. The universe is orchestrating something magical, something that will surprise and transform your life in ways you never imagined. This person has found themselves engulfed in constant thoughts about you, as if your image had become an immutable presence in their mind. No matter what they do, your essence continues to echo within them, like a melody that repeats uncontrollably. The universe is working to bring forth the deepest feelings that they have tried to bury. Every moment of reflection reveals truths that scare them, but that are impossible to ignore. You, unknowingly, are the center of a transformation that they still cannot understand. The angels show that there is a powerful force guiding this connection, something that goes beyond their conscious choices. Even in the simplest situations, like a sound, a smell, or a sudden memory, everything seems to lead them back to you. This experience has generated a mix of fascination and resistance within them, as if they are torn between accepting and rejecting what they feel. The angels ask you to trust in this process, as it is part of something much greater. Their resistance, however strong it may seem, is gradually being undone. There are times when they try to justify these thoughts, convincing themselves that they are fleeting or irrelevant. But deep down, they know there is something different, something that cannot simply be ignored. It is as if the universe is constantly delivering signs, showing that you are not just another person in their life. Every small detail reinforces the depth of the impact you had on them, even if they still do not know how to deal with it. This truth is becoming clearer every day, and they will not be able to avoid it for much longer. The angels want you to know that this person is facing an intense internal battle, which often leaves them confused and withdrawn. It is as if they are afraid to surrender to what they feel, fearing the changes it may bring. This struggle is not against you, but against the barriers they have built throughout their life. Old fears, unhealed wounds, and limiting beliefs are being confronted by the energy you brought. This process is painful but absolutely necessary for them to move towards you with a free heart. You may not realize it, but their presence has been a source of courage for them to face these issues. Even though they have not yet verbalized it, their energy has served as a beacon in the midst of darkness. Every time they think of you, they feel a mix of comfort and restlessness, as if something inside them is calling for change. The angels ask you to keep being yourself, radiating the light that has been essential on this journey. The universe is using you as an instrument of healing and transformation for them. What they still cannot admit, not even to themselves, is that their life has changed since you entered it. Everything seems to have taken on a new meaning, as if the colors were brighter and the sound sharper. You brought a new perspective, a new understanding of what it means to love and be loved. Even if they try to escape this truth, the angels show that destiny is leading them back to you. There is no escaping the strength of this connection, which is divine and undeniably powerful. The truth that this person is trying to hide is that you represent something they have never found before. You are a reflection of the purest and most genuine parts of their soul, something they have always sought but never knew how to identify. That is why they feel so drawn to you, even without fully understanding the reason. The angels show that this kind of connection is rare and precious, a gift from the universe to both. But for this to fully manifest, they must confront their own shadows. Although they are still hesitant, the signs around them are clear. Perhaps you notice small gestures, like unexpected messages or lingering looks, that reveal what they cannot say in words. These are the clues that barriers are beginning to break, allowing the truth to emerge. The angels ask you to be attentive to these signs, as they will be the guide to understanding where they are on their journey. Every action of theirs, however small it may seem, carries the weight of a heart that is learning to open up. The universe leaves no room for doubt. This connection is guided by higher forces, meant to bring growth and love. However, divine timing is different from ours, and the angels ask you to trust the process. Do not try to rush what needs patience to flourish. Each step is essential for both to be ready for what is to come. This journey requires faith and resilience, but the angels assure you that you are not alone. They are by your side, protecting and guiding you every step of the way. They may be silent now, but their thoughts are far from calm. Your image constantly accompanies them, as if you were an answer to questions they didn't even know they had. This kind of intensity is scary, but also irresistible. They are being called to reconnect with what is true and meaningful, and you are the epicenter of that truth. The angels ask you to continue being an example of love and authenticity, as it is paving paths that they never imagined treading. You are more than a wish or a momentary attraction. You are a crucial part of their spiritual awakening. Their presence has a greater purpose, something deeply rooted in both souls. This is a reminder that the most meaningful encounters are the ones that challenge us to grow. The angels show that, even without realizing, you are helping them break the chains that keep them tied to the past. Your light is illuminating a path they never dared to follow. The angels ask you not to give up, even when everything seems uncertain. They know this journey has been challenging, but assure that the rewards will be immense. This connection is not just about love, but about healing, growth, and purpose. You are destined to be a transformative force in their life, and they in yours. Together, your souls are creating something that transcends time and space, something that will be remembered for all eternity. This person, no matter how confused they may be, feels there is something unique about you. They cannot ignore how your presence makes them feel alive, as if they have finally found a home for their soul. Even if they can't express it yet, the angels assure that they know how special you are. This truth, though hidden, is about to emerge with full force. Keep believing, for the universe is orchestrating something wonderful. This person is being confronted by feelings they can no longer ignore, as if the universe is sending constant reminders of the connection that exists between them. Even though they try to resist, there is a greater force that makes them return to thoughts of you, and this is causing a profound transformation in their heart. The angels show that these thoughts are not merely coincidental, but a reflection of something much more significant. Every time they try to emotionally distance themselves, the energy between you pulls them back, showing that this bond is unavoidable. It is an internal battle that is challenging all their previous beliefs about love. They find themselves torn between the fear of fully surrendering and the desire to explore what they feel. The angels show that this hesitation stems from past experiences that have left deep marks on their soul. They fear repeating old mistakes, but they also feel that with you, something completely new and different can happen. There is a constant struggle within them between the desire to move forward and the resistance of their wounded heart. This process is painful but necessary for them to finally break free from the chains of the past. You are the catalyst of this change, even without realizing it. Your energy has brought forth emotions and truths that they have tried to hide even from themselves. Every gesture of yours, every word, has served as a mirror reflecting the parts of them that need the most attention and healing. This experience, although intense, is awakening in them a new understanding of what it means to love and be loved. The angels ask you to continue being this force of transformation, as your light is helping them confront their deepest shadows. There are moments when they feel like opening up, saying everything that is kept in their heart, but something stops them. The angels show that the fear of being rejected or misunderstood still has a great power over them. They fear that, by revealing their truth, they might lose you or ruin something they consider precious. This internal conflict leads them to choose silence over vulnerability, but this silence also consumes them. It's as if they are trapped in a cycle that can only be broken by the courage to trust. You may notice small signs that they are trying to get closer, even if in a subtle way. It could be an unexpected message, a longer look, or even a change in attitude. These gestures, however small they may seem, reflect their attempt to connect without exposing too much of their feelings. The angels ask you to welcome these signs with patience and understanding, as they are important steps in their emotional journey. Every move towards you is a victory over the fears that have been paralyzing them. The truth is that, despite all barriers, they feel a deep love for you, something that transcends logic or reason. This love, however, is daunting for them because it requires them to be honest with themselves and with you. The angels show that this honesty is the next crucial step for the connection between you to fully blossom. But to get there, they first need to learn to accept and trust their own feelings. It's a process that takes time but is being guided by divine forces. The universe is creating opportunities for them to find courage and clarity about what they feel. These opportunities may come in the form of moments of introspection or external events that make them reflect on what truly matters. The angels are working to dissolve the doubts and fears that prevent them from taking action. Each passing day, they are getting closer to a breaking point, where it will no longer be possible to deny the depth of their connection with you. It's as if the universe is preparing the ground for an inevitable revelation. You are undoubtedly one of the greatest blessings in their life, even if they have not expressed it clearly yet. Your presence has been a source of comfort, inspiration, and hope, something they deeply cherish, even in silence. The angels show that you are a beacon in their life, guiding them towards a new way of seeing love. The role you play is more important than you imagine, as you are helping them find the courage needed to face their own truths. You are the reason why they are starting to believe that love can be safe. The angels ask you to continue being the positive and welcoming force you have been so far. Your patience and compassion are making more of a difference than you realize, helping them navigate through this sea of confusing emotions. Although the journey is challenging, they assure that every moment of waiting and every gesture of love will be rewarded. This connection is not just a coincidence. It is an essential part of both of your spiritual and emotional journey. Both are learning and growing in ways that will impact your lives forever. When they finally gather the necessary courage to open up, you will see that all the effort was worth it. The truth they carry is beautiful and powerful, something that will transform the way you both see each other and yourselves. This moment will be a milestone in your journey together, a turning point that will open the doors to a new phase of connection and intimacy. The angels ask you to trust this process and continue believing in the power of love. The universe is orchestrating something extraordinary, and you are a fundamental part of this divine plan. The angels show that time is aligning for something significant between you two, as if the universe had orchestrated every detail. This person is beginning to realize that what they feel for you is not something that can be explained or ignored. It is a force that transcends rational limits, something that challenges them to let go of their old ways of thinking. Nevertheless, they still struggle with their own fears, fearing the unknown. Every step they take towards you is filled with doubts, but also with a nascent courage. They have been observing you in ways that you may not realize, trying to understand what makes your presence so powerful in their life. There is something in your authenticity that disarms their defenses, something in your essence that makes them feel vulnerable, yet also safe. The angels show that this is rare, a kind of connection that often only happens once in a lifetime. And it is exactly this that scares them, the possibility that you might be an exception in a world of superficiality. This thought, though beautiful, is also intimidating to them. The signs that the universe sends continue to manifest in their everyday life, as constant reminders to them. Whether it's a song, a phrase, or even an unexpected encounter, everything seems to be connected to them in some way. These coincidences are not random. They are ways for the angels to keep them connected to the truth they are trying to avoid. Each time this happens, they feel a mixture of joy and apprehension, as if they know that something important is about to happen. It's a delicate dance between fear and desire. They feel they are at a breaking point, a moment when they will need to choose between the comfort of the known and the promise of what you can be together. The angels show that this is a crucial moment in their journey, where each decision carries spiritual weight. They know they can't keep postponing the inevitable, but the idea of change still paralyzes them. It's as if they are at a crossroads, with the heart pulling in one direction and fears trying to hold them back. This internal tension is what makes their journey so complex. What they may not realize is that you also feel this connection intensely, albeit in a different way. The angels know that you have your own doubts, your own fears, but they ask you to trust the process. They remind you that this connection is divinely guided, and the time for both of you to align is near. Your patience has been a virtue, and the angels applaud you for it. It is this patience that is creating the necessary space for them to find their courage and truth. Their energy is changing, even if slowly, and you can notice this in small details. Maybe they start showing more interest, opening up a little more, or demonstrating that they are thinking about you. These signs are evidence that the barriers are beginning to break, even if they are not fully aware of it. Every gesture of theirs, not matter how small, is a reflection of the profound impact you have had on their life. It is a reminder that love, even when challenging, has the power to transform everything. The angels ask you to continue being the light that illuminates their path, especially in moments of greater uncertainty. Your presence has been a foundation for them, something they value more than they can express. Even when they seem distant, know that you hold a special place in their heart. This truth is becoming clearer to them, and the angels ensure that it's just a matter of time until they fully accept it. The love you share is rare and precious, something that should be nurtured with patience and compassion. They are learning to trust again, and that is a big step for someone who carries so many emotional scars. The angels show that you have been an inspiration to them, evidence that love can be safe and transformative. This inspiration is helping them overcome the blockages that kept them stuck in the past. They are starting to understand that you are not like the past experiences that hurt them. You represent a new possibility, something they are afraid to lose, but also to fully embrace. Their process is slow, but each day brings new discoveries and more clarity about what you mean to them. The angels ask you to trust this pace, as it is exactly what they need to heal and grow. Pressuring them or demanding quick answers would only increase their fears, pushing them away from you. Instead, the angels suggest that you continue offering your unconditional support, showing that you are willing to wait as long as necessary. This support is what is allowing them to explore their emotions without fear of judgment. The angels also want you to take care of yourself during this process, as your energy is vital for both of your journeys. They ask you to remember that you cannot carry all the weight alone, and that it is important to seek balance. Your love and dedication are admirable, but you also need to emotionally nurture yourself. The angels are by your side, ensuring that you receive the necessary strength to carry on. They remind you that this journey is as much about your growth as it is about theirs. When they finally open up, it will be like a wave of emotions that can no longer be contained. The truth they have kept hidden will be revealed, and you will have the opportunity to build something extraordinary together. This moment will be a turning point, a transformation that marks the beginning of a new phase. The angels ask you to be prepared to welcome them with open arms, with love and understanding. This will be the moment when everything will make sense, and the effort of both of you will be rewarded. When they finally find the courage to speak, their words will carry such intense emotional weight that it will be impossible to ignore. They are harboring a whirlwind of feelings inside that needs to be released. Every emotion they have hidden for so long is about to emerge, revealing the depth of their connection. The angels show that this moment will be transformative, not just for them, but for you as well. It will mark the beginning of a joint journey of healing and growth. They will confess how you have changed their view of love and connection, even when they tried to resist. They will admit that they thought they were protected, but your presence disarmed all their defenses. The universe did not allow them to ignore the impact you had on their life. The angels show that by verbalizing these truths, they will free themselves from old burdens that were holding them back from fully living. This moment of vulnerability will be crucial to solidify the bond between you. The angels ask you to prepare for this opening, as it will be a moment of extreme honesty. Your response to this will determine the direction this connection will take. Be patient, even if their words seem confusing or filled with doubts. The simple fact that they are opening up is a great step in their journey. Your understanding presence will be the safe space they need to continue healing and connecting with you. As you listen, remember that each word carries the weight of years of experiences, fears, and hopes. They are learning to trust you and, more importantly, to trust in love. This is a journey that requires courage and strength, something the angels have been working to help them achieve. By sharing their emotions, they will be taking the first step towards a new life where love is not a threat, but a refuge. Your patience until now has been crucial, and it will continue to be. The angels show that throughout this process, they will also learn a lot about themselves. This journey is not only about their transformation, but also about their own growth. They will discover new levels of compassion, empathy, and resilience. These qualities will strengthen not only their connection with themselves, but also their own relationship with the universe. The angels are by their side, ensuring that they receive the blessings they deserve for their dedication and faith. This love is more than a feeling, it is an invitation for both to evolve together. Every challenge faced so far has been a preparation for what is to come. The angels show that this connection has a higher purpose, something that goes beyond a simple relationship. It was designed to teach profound lessons about trust, vulnerability, and the ability to overcome fears. These lessons are not easy, but they are essential for the growth of both. What is being built between them is something rare and powerful, a connection that few have the privilege to experience. The universe has chosen the two of them to embark on this journey because it knows they are ready. Despite doubts and fears, they have the necessary strength to create something beautiful and lasting. The angels ask them to continue to trust the process, even when things seem uncertain. Everything is aligning exactly as it should. They may still face moments of doubt, but the angels ask them to trust the love they feel. It is the guide that will help them overcome any obstacle. Remember that the universe never gives challenges without also offering the tools to face them. Their connection is proof of this. It is both a challenge and a blessing. The angels are by their side, reminding them that every step taken with love is a step in the right direction. When they are finally aligned, the feeling will be one of relief and completeness. It will be as if all the pieces of the puzzle finally fit together. The angels show that, at that moment, they will realize that every challenge was worth it. The connection they share is stronger than any fear or doubt. That is the power of true love, which heals, transforms, and strengthens. Looking back, you will see how everything had a purpose, even the most difficult moments. Every tear, every smile, every doubt served to bring them here. The angels ask them to celebrate this journey, as it is evidence of their strength and resilience. The love they share is a victory, not only over the hardships, but also over the limitations they both carried. It is a reminder of what is possible when two souls truly connect. The next steps will be about building and celebrating, where they will create together a future based on truth and love. The angels show that they have the ability to inspire not only each other, but also those around them. Their connection will be a living example of how love can overcome everything. This is something that should be celebrated and protected, as it is a rare and precious gift. They are destined to shine together. The universe will continue to guide them, offering signs and opportunities to strengthen this connection. Be attentive to these signs, as they are reminders that they are on the right path. Every shared moment will be an opportunity to grow and connect even more. The angels ask them to keep trusting, even when things seem challenging. The reward will be greater than you can imagine. Finally, the angels ask you to trust yourself and the love you are building. They know the journey has been long, but assure that the best is yet to come. This connection is not just about the two of you, it is a reflection of the universe's power to create something extraordinary. Keep believing, as this is only the beginning of a beautiful story. The angels are by your side, celebrating every step of this journey with you.